Creating sheet metal components. So we're going to use the face tool to create the base of our sheet metal component. So here I'm already in my sheet metal tab and I've created a sketch. So I'm going to go up to the face command. It finds the profile. If it's the only profile in here, it finds it automatically. It builds a little directional area. I can flip that back and forth. And so it's going to basically give it a thickness of your sheet metal based on your sheet metal rules. So when I say OK, I now have a thickness there. All right. So what I want to do now is I'm going to come over here and zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to pick on that face. I'm going to right click. I'm going to say new sketch. All right. Now what I want to do is I'm going to sketch on this, and I'm going to sketch let's say a rectangle, and I'm going to make sure that I'm using this edge. And so I'm going to type in say 20, and over here I'll say it's 30, and I'll hit enter. I'll finish the sketch. And as you can see, that sketch now is right on one of those edges. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use that face command again. So when I go to face, it automatically finds that particular face. I'm going to flip the direction arrow and send it outwards. I'm going to come down here and pick on the edges button. When I pick on the edges button, well, excuse me, I don't need to pick on the edges button. It finds it at this point, right? I can flip it back and forth. I can say OK. It automatically builds this bend here, and it puts in the relief. In this case, it's a square cut, a straight cut. All right, so now let's do something else here. Let's come in here and let's put in a offset plane, and I'm gonna pick from this plane here, and I'm gonna say, oh, let's go up maybe 40 millimeters. All right, so now what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna sketch on this work plane. And I'm going to do another rectangle. I'll just go in this corner here, and I'll make, I don't know, something like 65 by 40. And I'll hit enter. And now I've finished that sketch, and you can see that sketch is up on that work plane. Now, let's go in and let's build a face, a sheet metal face that will connect these two. So when I go up to the face, it found this one here. Now I want to go and pick on edges. When I pick on edges and I pick on this edge down here, right, it automatically, you see it in green here, I'll zoom in a little more, it's building this face right in here. All right, so I'm going to say, oh, okay, let's do an okay there. And notice how it built that face in there, all right? So it built it in there, and it created that bend right there. All right. So it doesn't even have to be on the same plane. That we connected the two. We use that face command and the edge option to create faces of our sheet metal. So we are creating sheet metal components.